Well, this ain't loading. Oh, wow, we made it. Geez, we got a heck of a storm coming through right now. And when the storms come through, this whole thing dies. I got 2 blinking lights. Good. Life is good. Paula, were you going to go someplace? You stayed for this? I'm so glad. Well, I got to show you this I just found. I got no idea how long it's been here or where it came from or anything about it. I don't know a thing about it except that this does seem to be my handwriting. Let's see, where is it? Is it plugged in? Yeah, there it is. Let's see if we can see this. We got a 1971, right? Pretty decent looking, shiny. But we got to get in close. Don't you? I put on a clean shirt just for you, Beth. Okay, check this out. You got to get up into the letters. This is a Konica calls it DDO number 4, and it's a small one. It's real tight. But I'm pretty sure this is my handwriting on this. If you look at the top of the W, for example, and over towards the right side, right at the top, you see some notches. Over here in trust, boy, that's hard to see. It should show up in the U quite well. And that's going to be tricky. Barely, just barely. I have a stick. That's not going to do much to point, but if you look at the top of that U, you see some notching. And let's put some shadow in there. It shows up best on the W and E. Kind of neat. I thought I'd share that with you. Wait for some folks to come on in. There it is. Let's see. ODV number 28. So it has a re-etched bow tie, which is, well, that's nothing great. That's a 1971. And you got some doubling up here. It's kind of nifty to see. Separation lines. If you get excited about those things. I kind of do. Hey, everybody needs a hobby, right? There it is. There's Abe. Man, these cameras are taking a pounding. I let the cat up on the desk every now and then. He just shoves everything off. That's his job. Just clean it for me. And then I have a clean desk. It's wonderful. I'm going to get him in here pretty soon because, man, this thing is just, it's becoming a mound with a little bit of workspace right here where I keep my notes. Okay. Who's in here? We got 9 people watching. Now, we do have this storm, so I got a yellow line right now. It should be good enough to get by, but we might lose everything instantly, and hopefully not. So we're going to keep on going as far as we can until we get a point that the computer just says the heck with it. Then I'll probably take a nap and start up again in a couple hours. Wait for the storm to pass. Who do we got here? We got Leslie Cajun Digger. Good to see you. Coin card. Yeah. I have a picture of you with a mustache. I know exactly where to put that picture. Okay, Lincoln Central, Beth Coddington, Hidden Numismatist. Good morning, good afternoon, Professor. Sorry for being late to class. You will experience detention one day. Yeah, we're going to have like an after-class class just for the special people. Hello, Professor Ken. Nice haircut. You like that? I got to get some of that wax. You know, just buff it right in. Probably get a buffer pad and clean it right up nice. We got Mantic Coins, Tim Holmes, Jonathan Smelko, Steve Elliott. Hey Beth, thanks for a great package. Those rounds are great. My daughter loves them. See, that's what it's all about right there. Yeah, we all help each other here. That's kind of the whole point. Boy, we have so much to cover on this class. Been so much activity lately. Things happening, people talking and doing. That's what we need to talk about. We'll get into getting more professional and why we need to be more professional with this because, geez, it's there's a lot going on out there. Coin Junkies here. There's a lot going on in here. Is Brian Hooper? Yeah, that's good. We got 14 people watching. We can start talking here. We'll give it a few moments. Hey, Brian. Pink heart. Look at that. Nice trim. Thank you very much. New razor. The rest, I was waxing my back, and I actually accidentally got it stuck on the top of my head. Man, I almost knocked myself out trying to get that thing off. Nonsense. No one is talking to you. I'm talking to Hidden. I'm talking to everybody. Let me see if I can make this. See, I was sitting back in my chair watching this bad movie. This one guy, he's got these claws that come out, right? It's like this. He's got a bunch of them. He just kills half the people in the show. Get this weird hair. There's Leslie. Where are you from, Leslie? I think that's the first time I've seen your name, but my memory's not very good. I don't know what color shirt on I put on this morning. Can you imagine the idea that we've got about 1 million new people coming into this hobby in the next few years? This is an estimate I read a little while back. Geez, that's a neat one. 1 million new hobbyists. Now, you figure typically in a year, the coin collecting hobby, numismatics, will grow by 30 to 50,000 people in a year. And if you figure we got 300 million people in the country, that's a lot. That's not very many people for the huge numbers. But if you have a sudden influx of an extra 1 million coming into the hobby in a short time, what are you talking? 3, 4, 5 times as many people? Pretty much overnight almost. We've got digital technology with these cameras, right? You get that little camera I just showed off. People have these phones. I don't have one. Well, I do, but I don't use it. I don't know how to use a phone. My last phone it flipped. I understood that one. You dial the number, type it in, say hello. Yeah, Ma, I gotta go. I gotta go, Ma. That sort of thing. And now they got these things. Call Mom. And you just set the damn thing down, walk away, and it'll play a message to your mother, right? And she'll just go on. Why didn't they have that stuff when I was younger? I could have used it. I've got one light blinking. Are we on? How many fingers can you see? Oh, no, none. Oh, there, we got some activity. Yeah, the storm's going to kick my butt, I swear it. All the weeds in the backfield are going like this. It's like a wave going through. What is this in the stream? That's not Uncle Ken. This is me. This is what I look like without hair, which is not much different from what I look like with hair. Yeah. I do it every now and then. You get hair in the bed, you get hair in the bathtub, you get hair on the desk, you get hair in the coffee. It's tough. I just take it right up. My phone is smarter than me. Yeah, it's these phones. They can take a picture of a coin that's as good or better than what this USB scope will take. You get the Look-See app where people can take a picture of a coin. It'll tell them what it is and what it's worth. Jeez, wait for that to go more viral because that's still making its rounds. And it's going to bring a lot of people into the hobby. We've got the Facebook groups, and they're growing by thousands of people a month. We have the YouTube people, right? All these channels. Some of them have tens of thousands of subscribers. They're out there, and they're growing all the time. Mine, I'm up to about 1,500. I'm pretty excited about that. What hobby? You know, pennies and stuff. Me or Ken's lost more hair. I think Lemon wins in that particular regard. Mine is in a bucket in the other room, whereas you have no such thing. Don't worry about the hair. Worry about the hobby and where it's going. So many people coming on board. We have a unique opportunity to get our act together and our house in order now, so we can prepare for this massive influx of people. Because you folks have the experience. All these new people, they're going to be asking so many questions, you're not going to know what to think. So it's time to step up our game and be more professional, so that we can keep these new people involved in the hobby. Because what's going to happen to these coins if you go from 1 million collectors to 2 million collectors in the span of a couple of years, or say 5 years? New and improved. I do this every now and again. You're going to see a whole lot of people with a whole lot of demand, and the supply is going to be the same. They have the law of supply and demand. Values you can expect to climb pretty dramatically in the next few years. Gosh, all these folks coming in. Yeah, I got wheat pennies for you. You'll see you'll see $500 for a bag of wheat pennies. Mark my word, make a note of it and write it down and put the date on there. Can we see that within 10 years? I suspect it's possible. Gosh, is that a good investment? If you could double your money just on a bag of wheat pennies in 10 years? We'll have to give that an idea. I don't work for a living anymore. I just do this. It's so much more fun. I've worn off the arm of the chair here. I use a pillow and I fold it up. This is my arm pad, because that's where I put my arm and do the mouse and smoke with the other hand, drink coffee. That's my next favorite thing. Oh, Lemonhead is here. Oh, good. Geez. Coin collecting is easy because it'll give you anything you demand of it. And I don't want to go to work for the man because, dude, I used to get up in the morning so early in the morning, it was still last night. Drag my butt up to work, and it's up here. Well, before I lived in town, that was 32 miles to get to the plant up here. I moved up to this place, and, well, geez, it's a whole lot closer. It's like 12 miles. Still, I'd scold and barge the whole way, grumbling the entire way, every single day. And I saw myself become this just bear. Gosh, I didn't want to do it anymore. The work was getting brutal. My back was getting tired. You get older, and running those 90-pound jackhammers, I couldn't do that when I was younger. God, no. I'd get out of the truck, grab my lunch bucket, and head into the gate. And I would step into the gate. One step. I'm on this side of the gate. I'd take a step. Now the gate is behind me. And I would have mountains of heartburn showing up. No, that's no way to live. Being grumpy all the time, it's no way to live. So I got out of that. I said, I can't work here anymore, boss. I'm going to go. And then, of course, they offered me more money. I see you got your haircut like me. No, I got my haircut like Lemon. He's my hero. That's hero worship. Well, let's do the coins because it's fun. It's a positive thing. We can all have a positive impact on the hobby. All we got to do is like it. That's not so hard. But what I'm seeing in the past few months is disappointing and needs to be addressed. You got a lot of new people, and they're going to ask the same questions. A lot of times, 50 people will ask 50 questions, all the same thing. Is this a large date on the 1982? Is this worth anything? What is this coin? Is this damage, or is it, some sort of error coin? It's tough sometimes. There's a level of frustration you're going to reach. My hair is 1/8 of an inch long, says Logan. Well, see, I read that wrong. It looked like it said Beth Connington. My hair is 1/8. Never mind. Anyway, getting back into it, there's a level of frustration in trying to answer these questions. People ask, and in these Facebook groups and online communities, the forums and such, and keeping up with them is hard. Dude, it's hard work. And you get to a point where you just have to take a break and step away from it a while. And some people don't do that. They just get into it. And you hear them, well, you don't hear them. You see them say, dude, you must be the dumbest guy in the entire world. Or can you tell this is mechanical doubling? And they never seen a coin before, besides enough to fit it into a slot machine to make a phone call before the cell phones came out. You see politics being discussed. Oh, gosh, that's got no place in the hobby. I've had people in various groups proselytize about their religion. No, that's got no place. They end up being removed from the group. It used to be the age of information. Now it's the age of rage. We get a lot of rage coming up. People go off. They just fly off on a tangent, and good Lord, the words just start flinging. It's like they got it typed in and it's copy paste, and here's a paragraph of nothing but cussing. Look, I can cuss, but what I see almost makes me shameful. Just turn red here. It needs to stop. We need to discuss this stuff. We're going to talk about some down stuff, and then we'll talk about some up stuff. But we got to get through this first. We got rage, hate, politics, drunkenness, lashing out, misidentification, and just belittling. This needs to stop. You're getting drama. This is not the hobby. Just kidding, dear. I'm very nearsighted. What? These professor's almost looking like me with that. Almost. I got to work on it. I got to shine up the top there some. Yeah, fuses are short. What's the cause? Pick your reason. The Russians are planting their information into the internet, or singular control of the media. I don't care what the reason is. None of this has a place in the hobby. It's not what makes the hobby great. We can do a whole lot more. If we leave this to continue, right, with this, he said, she said, you're an idiot, you're a fool, I'm calling my dad because he's bigger than your dad type of stuff, we're going to see such things as, bad feelings swelling into outrage, just malicious attacks, mistrust, ongoing drama. And you'll start to see factions form where it's, who do you support, me or Lemonhead Penny? Who do you like better? I'm right, he's wrong. We can't have this. This is not the hobby. If it festers, if it continues, it will break up the community. And what we have here on YouTube is different from what there is over on Facebook. Right? We can leave the rage back over there. All you got to do, if you're having trouble with somebody, is block them. You have that ability. You got 3 little bars over there. If you move over beside their name, and you won't see anything they say. It's pretty darn handy. If somebody comes into your channel and says some things that you don't think is appropriate, you can block them, and it's probably the better way to do it. Just take them out. There's some people you won't see in this channel because of that. We have no place for it. Leave it behind. And one more thing you've got to do is let go, right? If you continue to dwell on a feud, you have it out with somebody else. They say things, you say things. You go to another channel and get into it in the chat over there. Oh, that's just dragging it around. It festers. It takes away your energy. It drains your spirit. And that's not the hobby. We're in it for the coins. We want to talk about this stuff, not I was right and you were wrong, because that's not coin collecting. We've got to find a way right now. I'm going to block you again if I need to, baby. What we got right now is an opportunity to get our act together in preparation for these millions of people, or at least hundreds of thousands that are going to be coming on board in the next few years. We've got a great community here. Gosh, we can do so much if we work together on it. But breaking the factions, no, that's not going to work. We'll be giving the people the wrong impression, and you'll be driving more people away than welcoming them into the hobby. Got to set a good example. You're darn right. Jeez, what we can do with this hobby, it's honestly, it's without limit. It's limited to your imagination, what we can do with this. We're having a paradigm shift right now. Used to be, you'd sell coins, through the mail or in shows, or you put together a catalog and send the catalog to people, and they said, oh, I want this one. And it was pretty much text, because back in the day, photography was still rather expensive to print up, and photocopies had just come out, and everything was black and white and had that smell. Oh. Now we can take a picture of a coin, show it to people live, right? They can say, can you focus in on the date? And I can do just that in real time. We did this last night, in real time, and show you that coin, that detail that you're interested in, so you can look at it and make up your own mind and use your own judgment. That's what we can do, and this is unique, and it's changing the way we transfer coins, changing the way we trade, the way we buy, the way we sell. That's what we can do with this. How far can we take it? We don't even know yet. It went from the printed catalogs over to eBay, so now you can take a good photograph. Of course, camera technology was pretty expensive. It's come down a lot. 10 years ago, yeah, you'd have to spend, you know, $500 on a decent camera that would take a quality photo. Let's see. Here we go. Nope, that's not it. Here we go. If I want to take a good picture of a coin, say this fella, where's my little card? There we go. If I want to take a picture of that, I'd have to spend $500. So, you know, for the hobbyist, you and me, and Brian and Logan and Beth, it's a little hefty. Geez, you're only, you know, spending $100 a year on coins anyway. Maybe it's not worth it. But now you got it on your cell phone, and you can take better pictures than what I got on this camera. No fooling. The technology is putting the hobby into the hands of a whole lot of people, and we're going to see changes. eBay, static photos, it's going to go away. We have a problem with eBay. It's hard to trust people. There are scammers out there. The market is being flooded with Asian fakes, counterfeits. Gosh, 1909 SVDBs are out there. I've got, gosh, I've got a whole collection. I got a 14S, there's a 15S, there's a, I think an 11D. All these fake coins I found. I've got one back here somewhere. I think this is it. No, that's not it. I just had it. What's that one? That's not it. Well, that's run off. I got a fake back here. I was going to be taking some pictures of. Maybe I moved it. They're out there. Geez, you have to be able to identify them, and we can show people how to identify them correctly with this medium we have right here in front of us. Explain it fully and thoroughly, and stop the counterfeiters. At least it make it more difficult for them to get their junky product across the market. Gosh, what can we see? Is this the one I wanted us to look at? No, this is the other one. Oh yeah, okay, no matter. We can still look at a shiny dollar over here. Let's put it right there so you can give you something to look at. What we can do with this is pretty impressive. We're getting into die varieties, errors, double dies, RPMs. These are not errors, these are varieties. And we got a lot of people who are pretty knowledgeable. We can do so much with it. And we get some things, an example of another coin that came up for discussion this past week. I did a video about a double die of verse that was on eBay. Now I found that come across this one over in the CoinUp group. I took a look at that second. No, that's not a double die. That's die deterioration. It's a worn out die. Well, I went and made a video about the darn thing and put it up. And it turns out somebody else had made a video about the darn thing over JB Coins. And I disagreed with his conclusion. Now, he later found mine more palatable, and he took his down because he was getting a lot of negative feedback from people over the CoinUp group were making comments on his video. And I don't know what they were because it's been taken down. But that's what I'm talking about with the negativity going around. If somebody's wrong, state your case. Explain the claim. Really, you can take a pragmatic approach to this. If the coin is offered up as a die variety, there are ways to verify that. There are ways to to prove the case. Is it the variety, or is it something else? And come up with two theories, compare them, and the coin will support one or the other. A lot of times they're going to be mutually exclusive. It cannot be this, it must be that. And that's the situation we had. Now, here's the thing with that particular double die. The seller of the coin happened to be involved in the YouTube community. Now, he's got an eBay account, he sells coins, and he saw my video. I think JB had sent something, and he came over and looked at my video. He contacted me and said, geez, what do I do? I'm not sure. It's a double die now. Okay. And I explained what his options are that would resolve the situation. Now, we didn't get into name calling because that doesn't solve an issue. Let's go professional, right? Let's think about the hobby and what's right for the hobby. If it's not the double die that he claims, well, he's got a guy over here that bought the darn thing. He's probably going to be paying for it. Let's make sure he's on board too, and I explain what can be done. You can verify the coin, send it to Wexler, you can send it to Miles, you can send it to me, send it to somebody who's competent and capable for an inspection. And if it's not the double die you think it is, make sure the buyer knows that so the buyer can back out without penalty. And if it is, well, geez, now you're going to get the darn thing attributed and proceed with the sale. So if it is right that it should be done. Yeah, right there, Lemonhead. See his comment? So the guy wasn't trying to hustle. What evidence was there that the guy was trying to hustle? You've got plenty of counterfeits out there, but you got a bunch of people out there too that, well, they're trying their darndest. They think they're right. They have every honorable intention. They made a mistake. Do we string them up? That's not the right thing to do. JB Coins had some feedback that was pretty negative. And this guy has done a lot to promote this hobby. Lots of good information. For the volume of work that he's done, is it fair to string him up for making a mistake? No, that's an injustice. This is why we need to step up our game. Still the buyer's responsibility. Don't buy if no return policy. Well, you always have eBay's return policy, always. That's not a problem. If you don't like it, send it back. This is not what he said it was. It's an artificial coin. It's a fraud. It's not a coin at all. I want my money back. But we're too easy to jump to the conclusion that somebody is a hustler or that there's something else behind the scenes going on, you know, rubbing shoulders. We're passing out accusations. That's one thing we need to stop because that's not the hobby, right? If you look at the coin and you see it's not right, well, say it's not right. Don't say things like, you know, you're a crook and you need to perish in flames. No. No. We can do better than this. Every day I'm hustling. Good for you, Clay Scott. JB and Blue Ridge got me into this about 4 years ago. JB's got a lot of good content. Blue Ridge, I've seen his shows, and dude, he's wonderful. I like Blue Ridge a lot. I'd like to watch more of his shows. I've gone binging on Blue Ridge. But between the two of them and CoinOp, I said, I can make videos. I'm sure of it. And geez, it takes a little while to get started, right? You'll screw up the first few videos for sure. I've had videos so bad, I've had to take them down. Yeah, you go back like 2 years, and some are kind of goofy. Now they're really good. They're not goofy at all. Say you will, say you won't. Make your mind, say you will. I don't know what that means. I watch Blue Ridge videos a lot. Where is he? He's in California or out west somewhere, I believe he is. Ken has a bad video. Oh yeah, dude. I made some terrible videos. Dropping coins all over the place. It happens. You get better in time. Really, you do. And that's the whole point, because if we're going to have 1 million people coming on in the next few years, all of us, Silver Topaz, Lemonhead, Mike Wolf, Paula, Hidden, Beth Connington, all of us will need to up our game to prepare for all these folks. You're going to meet them. You're going to encounter them. Be ready. And how do you be ready? Get more professional. Jeez, we can do this. And if we do it right, we will take this community, you know, which is several thousand people that are pretty active, and explode it into something that the world has never seen before. That's what we can do here. Gosh, the potential. Live video with coins, coin classes, coin instruction with, you know, with a live presentation, question and answers. Where is it? Over there. Live chat about a coin. You can really get into it. This is where you can take the hobby and transform it into something it has never been before. That's where we can go with this. Educate yourself. That's a good start. But first, let's address the rage and the hate and the drama. If we can get that out, we're going to make some major headway. There's no place for it, really. Let it fall away, and the best way for that is build your people. Right? Get your people learned up, get them trained, get them to a state where they understand the importance of the professional aspect here, and all those little petty aspects will start to fall away. You'll never get rid of them completely, and for that you have the block feature. Just walk away, but let it fall away. Dwelling on it is not going to fix anything. It just makes you grumpy and saps your energy, and you'll be the guy driving to work every single day, grumbling, and it takes all the fun out. Well, that's not the hobby either. The whole point is to have fun with it. Gosh, that's the whole darn point, ain't it? What is this? It's a 1935. Oh yeah, that's that clean one. You see the polish marks? All right, I gotta put that away because somebody had bought that, I think. I had a holder. What if we could make it fun and keep it fun? I was talking to a fellow who was involved with some drama, and he sent me a message, and it says, "I'm just not having fun anymore." And that about broke my heart. Jeez. Have we let it go to that level where people aren't having fun? Because if that be the case, then we have failed each other, and we need to put it back together. Beth, love your humor. Yeah, go watch Beth. You want to see somebody having fun? Go watch Beth. She is nonstop fun. Yeah, see that right there, Beth. She exemplifies the joy and delight and thrill of a new collector with a new coin, and that's what it's all about. We had that message, that chat message earlier today about sharing the coins with the grandchildren. That's what the hobby's about. It's spending the time with those young people. Thanks, Ken. Thanks, Beth, for just being you, because it's what you add that makes it wonderful, right? Whew. What are we talking about? Leave the drama behind. Don't get involved in it. If it's going on, take it off. Delete it. Remove it. Leave the person behind. They're too small to bother with. You've got hate and politics and religion. Those are three things that are going to kill a channel. Leave them be. Delete it. Let it rest. And don't dwell on it. It's the dwelling on it that keeps the festering going. And that fester turns into poison. And that kills energy. Lashing out. Look, somebody's wrong. Explain your case. Don't go after them. Let it fall away. Misunderstandings are going to happen. People are going to make mistakes. Is it worth it to destroy their reputation because they made a mistake? I don't think so. Everybody, except Ken Potter, everybody makes mistakes. I make mistakes. These things happen. At what point do you okay, sorry, fix it. If you make a mistake, fix it. We have the guy with a DDO. Okay, he made a mistake. In my opinion, other people say, no, that's right. Well, we can solve that by getting it verified. And then, with information in hand, we can then take the next step of making it right either way. Oh, it's good, sell it. It's not good, don't sell it. And we have saved somebody from being out, in my opinion, about $300. Mike Wolf says, I learned so much about double dies, doubled D, 3 Ds in double die, in varieties. Yeah, I got a picture here somewhere. Where is it? No, it's on the hard drive. I can't plug that in right now. I'll have to get that set up here one day. So leave the drama and the rage behind and just move on. It's not the hobby. What's the hobby? The hobby is love. The hobby is joy. The hobby is the light. Preach the hobby. Amen, brother. There is honor admitted. Yeah, really, if you make a mistake and you say, look, I made a mistake, I was wrong, people are very forgiving about that. But if you make a mistake and don't say anything, or just maybe I can get away with this. Where'd that coin go I just had? I just had that. I bought that, and nobody said a darn thing about it being cleaned. But I got it for, you know, a really good price, especially for a 1935. And we sold that for what, $25? But you make it clear. If you got a problem coin, make it clear what the problem is. And, you know, $25 for 1935 in this kind of condition, even though it's cleaned, is a pretty decent price. They'll work with you. They are forgiving. Geez, we're all down here at the bottom. We know we've made mistakes. And when you make a mistake, admit it and move on. There's no secret here. It works. It's effective. It's how people have done it for centuries. We forgive each other for sure. Now, that's enough about the down. What we got to do is talk about the up, right? The best way to make all those little troubles go away is to build the people. Excuse me. I got some red stuff. I put it on my hair and it all fell out. Not sure about it anymore. Gosh. I miss Lemonhead's. He must have said something good, because amen, Ken and Lemonhead. How was that Indian from Lemonhead? It was freaking gorgeous. Let me open up the case here. Did you see it when he sold it? Because I saw it and I bought it. This is the Lemonhead penny. This is the Indian from Lemonhead. And dude, it is gorgeous. That bit of brightness on the edge is a bit of brightness on the edge. The details are tight. I got 3 solid, what do you call them? Those diamond things. You got to see this up close and personal. Yeah, he said it was nice, and that's it. That's nice. You guys, you didn't bid on that? You lose. Oh, we're blinking. We're blinking. I'm probably going to lose signal here. Wait for it. Yeah, that's a nice penny. Ken takes it hard because I'm all coin. Go all coin or go home. Yeah, don't let people change you. There are lots of negative people out there. Oh, gosh, I worked with this one guy. He's going to be the dumbest guy on the planet, I swear to Christ. There's nothing you can do. I worked with him and tried, and it just, dude, what? Stay right there. I'm going to throw potatoes at you. He just never got it. Now, you seeing the lights blink over here? You know, I'm right up the street from a substation, so if it goes down, it's not down for too long. I worked with that guy for a long time, and I tried my darndest to teach him anything I could. And, well, some people I've tried to teach them stuff, and they pick it up. And really, you get more work by boosting the confidence of your people than you will by yelling. And I think the one guy, all he could respond to was somebody yelling. You need somebody to yell at him 24/7, or just, he was worthless. And he was worthless if he didn't yell at him all the time. Poor Richard. Well, anyway, he got married. Now she takes care of him, and oh, good luck. Poor fella. Poor girl. Oh, man. Too many times I've seen that happen. What's that, Beth? Anything worth doing is worth doing well. People need to take pride in the thing they do. There you go. You see that? If you can build pride in someone, they're going to try harder. They're going to do better because they're trying harder. And trying is oftentimes all it takes to achieve better success. Build those people. Teach them. A lot of times, all people need is someone to tell them that they're doing great. Hey, man, you're doing great. Right? Just a little notch here and there. Nice find. Hey, that's a shiner. You don't even have to say anything. Boy, that's shiny. That's enough. Just a little bit of positive feedback. Negative feedback. Now that's a junky coin. You should just spend that. You get these answers. People ask questions in these groups and on these communities and forums, Twitter and every place. What is this coin? It's junk. You should send it to me. Is that the best way to answer? Uh, Give them some actual information or a link to information is even better. Here's what it is, and here's where you can find more about it. And I think the best way to answer a question is to offer the answer, so they got it answered quick, and give them a place to find more information. Try Coin Class. There's plenty of videos out there. Try videos by who's your favorite person? Lemonhead got a video about that. You got a question about $50, send them over to Manta. You got a question about let's see, an Indian penny, send them to Lemonhead. You got a question about cats, send them to Beth. We got a lot of good information on a lot of these channels. What do you get? CFA has fantastic information. If you're new to this, Anna Hutchinson's a fairly new name for me here. CFA, you'll find a video directory down below. It's Coins for Amateurs, and he takes a simple subject and explains it simply in layman's terms that anybody can understand. And you join Konica, outstanding. Yeah, there's so much more out there. And he explains it well. You got Blue Ridge. He'll go on for an hour on his shows talking about things. Definitely follow these shows and share those links so other people can learn to follow and learn where to learn. That's the biggest thing. But we build our people up by helping them learn. We build them up by teaching them, by explaining things. You're my reference, says Fritz Bender. Well, God love you. I keep trying to put more stuff out there because I'm not the only one that can teach. A lot of other people teach and explain and really jury your information. Go to several different sources because somebody else might explain it better than me, or they'll explain it differently than me and touch on a subject that I didn't touch on. So several different sources gets really handy in that particular regard. Mr. Mantic, what says you? Mantic's here. Did we show you that? Where is it? It's gone. Mantic's show is coming up after this one. And we're trying to get him to 1,000 subscribers. Here it is. Let me put this right here just for show. Yeah, I like to show that off. Gara's here. Hi, Ken PB, Coins, Lemonhead, Penny, Beth Connington. Cointelligence is in the house. There's Silver Topaz. A whole bunch of folks. Now, some of these folks have pretty good channels. You can go over to Cointelligence and watch him go through rolls, right? And how he goes through rolls is different from how